All right, we're joined now by Kevin Clark from The Ringer. The Ringer has some of the best national NFL coverage out there. And Kevin, I want to ask you about this game. For the Chiefs offensively, what are some keys for success for them in this one?
Wow. The Eagles' defensive line is as good as anybody in years. Third most sacks in the history of football. I was talking to Trevor Lawrence yesterday, and he was saying Hassan Reddick and his speed changes your entire calculus of playing the quarterback position. Mahomes knows how to react, knows how to adapt. One thing we've seen, the exception being obviously in Tampa a few years ago in this game, is his ability to play different styles depending on the speed of the game. I don't think he's going to have a lot of time to do miracles back there. It's going to be maybe more quick game, putting a lot of pressure on the offensive line. But I think Mahomes, he's a genius at this stuff. Like, there's nobody you'd rather have adapting and improvising with someone in your face than Patrick Mahomes. So it's not going to be easy, and it sounds kind of reductive and cliche or whatever, but it's up to him to solve that problem. The good news being that between Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, nobody solves problems better than those two.
And the defense for the Chiefs, as much as we talk about Mahomes and the offense, and deservingly so, the defense was the story of the game against the Bengals just 2 weeks ago. How can the Chiefs slow down the Eagles' high-powered offense here in this one?
It's really hard. It stops with, I think a lot of times analysis is, they got to stop the run, they got to stop the run. 99% of the time, it's not true. You always have to stop the pass, let them run. I think a couple of years ago, the Chiefs had one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. It didn't matter, But this is it. This is really about stopping the run. It's about hitting them as soon as they possibly can in those holes. Jalen Hurts can pass. He's a very, very good quarterback, but they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to control the line of scrimmage. That offensive line in Philadelphia is nasty. It has some legitimately all-pro, future Hall of Fame type players. And so it's up to the D-line, just getting pressure, being up to the task. I'm not as concerned about the back end, but it's going to be a very physical football game.
Now, the good news for the Chiefs is they have a lot of depth at a lot of spots, and one of the reasons they're in this game is because of their depth and the rookie class of this team that has stepped up in so many ways. You spent time with us in training camp, and you saw Brett Veach, you talked to him, and you figured out what this rookie class could be in his eyes. What's it mean that the Chiefs have had all these rookies step up in the way that they have and really fulfilled his vision?
It's funny, with the rookies in general, you mentioned Veach. I remember talking to him before the Tampa Super Bowl, actually, and he said that the beauty of football, one of the reasons he has the hardest job and the easiest job in football at the same time is you have Andy Reid and you have Patrick Mahomes. But on the other hand, that's not enough, and you have to keep populating it, and also the pressure is on him every year because they're going to look at Andy and then look at Patrick, and they'll say, okay, these guys are doing their job, who's not? And Brett Veach has done a really good job of knowing what the roster needs every single year and filling those holes, filling that gap. It's not just the rookies. With some of this stuff, and whether it's replacing Tyreek Hill, that kind of stuff, he knows how to fill those gaps and let Mahomes and Reid do their job. So the influx of young players has been awesome. It's been exactly what they've needed, and they really haven't missed a beat in a season where I think hypothetically they could have had a lot of holes.
3 Lamar Hunt trophies in 4 years. Brett's doing a few things right.
That's right.
Kevin, appreciate your time, man.
Anytime.